So today is story time. I'm like on my third Corona right now, so don't mind me. It is about the time that I helped steal a bus from my summer camp. Cheers to that. Now, I have been loving Coronas lately. I know it's Wine Wednesday, but I just love Corona more than I like wine. But yeah, someone called me a pussy, said I drank like a pussy. Like, I'm sorry, guys. People are so crazy, like, is what I have to say to you, bitch. Now, on to the story about the time I helped steal a bus at summer camp. So, I went to summer camp when I was like 14, I want to say at least 13. So, 13, 14 years old. And our counselors were like 18 to 20 years old, maybe a little older. And when we were there, it was like an all-girls side of the camp, and then there was an all-boys side. So we were like separated by a lake. Like, you would have to take a boat over to the boys' side if you wanted to hang out with the boys, which we couldn't do without our counselors anyways. And we were there for like, I think 3 weeks during the summer. I want to say I was like 14, yeah. So we just wanted to hang out with the boys. Like, it was more fun. Like, it was harmless flirting, but we just wanted to hang out with the guys. And it had to be like a scheduled thing by our counselors or by like the camp. Like, they couldn't just take us over and we would all hang out. I mean, hanging out with girls is fine for only so long, and then you're like, okay, like, I don't like this. We were like young little teenagers, so obviously we wanted to hang out with guys because that's just what you want to do when you're like a little puberty-ridden teen. I was a little shit back in the day, as I've mentioned. I'm still a little shit. My camp counselor was like, okay, well, the only way I can think to get over to the boys' camp is we have to take a bus or a boat. And she's like, I can't drive a boat, so we're not doing that. And she's like, we have to take the bus. And we're all like, yes, queen, we will take the bus. We'll go over, hang out with our guy friends. All will be peachy fucking keen. Well, there was a catch. She didn't have the keys to the bus because she never drove the bus. So she's like, well, we have to take the keys out of the main office and basically steal them without nobody noticing, and then we can drive over to the boys' side of the camp and we could all go on an adventure and it'll be really fun, but we have to somehow get away with that. They were like, we need to set up a distraction of some kind. And I was like a little crazy bitch, so I was like, I have an idea. I will be the girl who plays homesick, and I will just try to cry and try to make a scene and say that I need to go home and I miss my mom while you take the keys from the office. And that's exactly what I did. I went into the main office and like my counselor was with me, and she's like, she's really homesick. She wants to talk to her mom, or she's like really upset and like doesn't know if she wants to stay. But like, you had to pay to go to this camp, so they didn't want you to like leave because then that could cause like problems with them getting money and whatever. So I sat there and I was like, I just really miss my mom. Like, I just want to go home. I'm so homesick. And like, I started crying. At the time, I was like so impressed with myself that I actually started crying. And I was like, I'm just so homesick. Like, I've never been this far away from my mom. Yeah, I'm like, no, I would never fucking do that. So the lady's like, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to go home? Do you want to call your mom, talk to your mom? I think you should do that first. And so I was like, shit, like, if I call my mom, she's going to be like, Megan, shut the fuck up, suck it up for another week and a half. Like, you'll be home soon, you psycho bitch. I wasn't going to do that because I can't lie to my mom. Like, I would start laughing and be like, I'm sorry, this is not real. But I ended up calling my house because I knew my mom wouldn't be home that day because she works. So I was like, oh, I'll just call my house and no one will pick up, and then I'll like figure out something. And then I was like, I guess I'll just try again later. I'll try to suck it up. I'll try to get my shit together. I'm sorry, like, I'm just really homesick. And so while I was being a crazy bitch, my counselor was stealing the keys out of the other room. So she went out already, and then I went out, and then we all were like, yeah, we did it. We stole the keys. We're gonna take the bus. We stole the bus. Yes, bitch. Got on the bus. It was like probably a little bit smaller than a school bus, but it was a pretty big bus. And my counselor drove it over to the boys' camp. I don't know how they were talking. Maybe they had cell phones or something. I don't know. But they like definitely coordinated this together. And so we ended up meeting up with the boys' camp. We had an awesome time. Shit was popping. It was great. But my counselor ended up getting in trouble for like driving the bus over full of kids that she like wasn't supposed to do, because you can't just do that. And so she ended up getting yelled at, but it was totally worth it in the end, I think, for everybody, because we had such a good time. And it was a little rebellious. I just couldn't believe my counselor did that. Like, honey, I don't even think she was from the US, like, because a lot of the counselors came over from like Australia, England, Scotland, everywhere overseas. So that was like the time that we stole a bus from summer camp. And yeah, I never got caught, but I couldn't believe my acting skills were that on point. I think it was because I was so nervous that we were gonna get like fucked in the ass, and we didn't really. I mean, I don't think she ever worked there again, I'm not gonna lie to you. She definitely got yelled at. Oh, and we found out this crazy thing about summer camp. Like, you were at summer camp until you were 16, and then you could be a counselor in training, and then when you were 17 you were a junior counselor, and then when you're 18 you could be a regular counselor. And by the time you were 17, they had like all this secret shit you could do. It was insane. Like, you could go meet up and have parties and drink and shit. Like, it was a corrupt ass camp, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a good time. Like, I kind of wish I went, but they only paid you like $800 for the whole summer. So I was like, that's not a lot of money for my 18-year-old ass, but it seemed like a really good time. Like, if you were from a different country, you could come and stay, and they'd pay you like $800 for the summer, and then you could just like hang out. It was like such a good time. Oh my god. If only I could survive off $800, I would totally do it again, because it was so much fun. But yeah, summer camp was a blast. Stole a bus. I think I slapped a kid because my friend. Thumbs up for summer camp. Also, I've been thinking about doing like scary stories, like myths and legends of like creepy shit. You know how like Shane Dawson does a lot of those kind of videos, and like I didn't realize people like really like to watch those. And if you guys want me to do those, I totally will. I've researched so much about shit in my life, like about scary stuff. I'm really into like the Mothman thing and like the creepy stories. So if you guys want me to talk about those, I totally believe in it, and I totally will. But just let me know, because it's definitely up to you guys if you want to even hear that stuff. But I love it. Like, I live for it. They're really interesting to me. So definitely let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys, I love you.